Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then hi, my name is Hunter and it's so nice to meet you. In today's video, I'm showing you guys how I edit my YouTube thumbnails on my phone. Yes, that's right, on my iPhone. So if you guys are interested in making thumbnails on your iPhone, or you are new to YouTube and you are just learning about thumbnails, then be sure to keep watching. But before we do, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get started. Gotta pick a photo that I want to use as a thumbnail. Okay, I'm gonna start recording my screen first. This is not gonna take long, and I really do think that it's something that's super easy to do. So first I'm gonna go into the Lightroom app, and if you do not have the Lightroom app, it is a totally free app and you can use it for free. You don't have to have an account. I mean, you don't have to have a paid account. So let's go in here and let's go to gotta figure out what photo I want to use. So this is not a real photo. I mean, this is not a real video that I'm doing. I'm just making this thumbnail to show you how I make them. So first I've got my photo pulled up. I just took it on my Canon G7X with the self timer, and so let's pretend like this video is how to take self timer photos on your camera. So I'm gonna come in here to the photo and I'm gonna click on presets. I have presets that I have made myself, and you can use whatever editing that you want to use, but I am gonna scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I purchased the Content Bugs thumbnail presets. So those are the ones that I have been using recently and absolutely love them. So there's YT Bold, YT Cool, YT Cooler, YT Natural, and YT Warm. I think of all of these, I think YT Natural or Bold. I like Bold the best. It looks the warmest, and I think that it really emphasizes the colors. And honestly, I don't feel like this picture really needs to be edited much more than that. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this to my camera roll. Alright, so after that, I'm gonna close out of Lightroom and I'm gonna come into the app Fonto. And I'm gonna go to photo albums and I'm going to import the photo that I just edited into Fonto. I'm gonna click OK, and then I am gonna type some words. Self timer photos for Instagram. Let's see, so I'm gonna go to style and I'm gonna click stroke and I'm gonna put a black stroke on it, and then I'm gonna go to style and click shadow. I'm gonna change alpha all the way up and I'm gonna turn blur all the way down. And honestly, I feel like this looks really wordy, so I'm gonna change it to, let's see, I'm gonna do self timer. I like self timer, and I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Size, oops, self timer, and then I'm going to use the word for, and I'm going to change the font to something different. I like this one, Mermaid Bold, so for, and I'm going to make it smaller. And I'm going to do the same thing with the stroke and the shadow. And I want to add Instagram, and then I'm going to change the font back to the one I was using before, which I don't know the name of. It's called Hello. Style, stroke, shadow, and I do this to all of them, and it's just for the purpose of being able to see the words no matter what. I like to use white because it's cohesive color to keep among all of them, and most of my videos are filmed in my room, so if I use the same presets, then most of my thumbnails are gonna look similar, which is what I want, because I want a cohesive look whenever you come onto my YouTube channel. So let me change the size of this. And I think I want to make this a little bit smaller. And you can use whatever font that you want for your Instagram. I mean, for your, what is this called? I don't love the way this looks, but you can use whatever font that you want for your thumbnails, because you can add your own font to the app, and I have a whole video on my channel talking about that, so I'll link that down below so you guys can figure out how to get those fonts on there. But I am not loving this, so I'm gonna add, not an image, I'm gonna add a color or an item. I'm gonna add just a square box, and I'm gonna change the size, so let me just make it smaller. for. Here we go. I just want the word for to be, let's see, I want a different color, so I'm just gonna slide around until I find a color that I want. See that, and I'll lower the transparency. I'm gonna change the size. The width can be a lot smaller. The height can be a lot smaller. And then let's focus the 4 there. Self timer for Instagram. And I don't love the way this looks, but that's basically how I make my thumbnails. And to add images, so if I wanted to put like a screenshot of something on there, then I would click on the photo. So I'm just going to use this for an example photo just because it's there. And you can tilt it. You can also change the size so you can make it bigger. You can also use this, but I like to use the plus and minus just so that it's a little bit bigger. And then you can also change the transparency of it, so you can make it where it's a PNG. You can change the transparency so it's not as, what's the word on there? But basically that is all I do to edit my thumbnails, and then I would just save it onto my phone and then upload onto YouTube from my phone with the YouTube Studio app. So I really just used 2 apps to create my thumbnail. I used Lightroom and I used Fonto, and I really enjoy using both of those apps. They're super easy to use, and I will link everything down below so you guys can check it all out. But basically that's it. It was super easy. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than others just because you want to figure out like what fonts you want to use or how you want to rearrange them. I have kind of gotten into a groove of how I like my thumbnails to look now, so I use the same presets so that I can have that cohesive look on my channel, and I also like to use the same fonts so that it's cohesive, and I like to use a combination of 2 different ones, and sometimes I'll throw in a 3rd one. I like to add photos. I like to make them look eye-catching, so do whatever you can to make sure that your thumbnails are eye-catching. Basically all I do whenever I am just picking the photo, so like for this one, let me pose. And so I just did that. I'll probably screenshot this whenever I go to edit it on my phone, on my computer, and then I will airdrop the photo from my computer to my phone, and then I will just do it that way, and I'll upload it straight from my phone, so I don't have to worry about transferring it back to my computer. And it is super easy. The process is super simple. So if you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.